This video brought to you by our frequent flyer subscribers. If you would like to support the channel, please consider joining our frequent flyer program at twitch.tv/NovaWing24. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to another adventure, and it's just a fun Friday's flight here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I just saw, as I was thinking over it, I had to compose myself because our wonderful friend Nico sort of said that he really wants to see me hit another pushback guy. Thank you very much. I feel like you don't trust my my ground handling skills. Hello to everybody else. Welcome. Hello, Albino Kiwi. Welcome to you from all the way from the UK. Yogi, hello. Welcome to the stream. Paul Osmond, hello, and welcome to you as well. All right, here we are. It's Friday. It's Friday and we are happy because why wouldn't we be happy because it's Friday? Admittedly, I am probably a little bit further ahead than many of these. Well, exactly, Black Wolves. It's Friday morning, so you know it's Friday everywhere. I think except Hawaii right now. I think is the only place where it is not currently Friday. Or actually, no, it is. It is because it just ticked over. It would have ticked over about half an hour ago. So it is Friday everywhere. That is great. We need to figure out where we're going to fly today. So I've been thinking. I'm torn. I'm currently torn between flying in Iceland or flying in the Mediterranean, because both are beautiful, amazing places that I haven't had a chance to explore in this new sim yet, and I really, really want to. So what do you guys think? Where do you guys think that you'd like to fly tonight? Because as I said, we're gonna open this back up again. We're gonna welcome everybody to the flight. Antarctica, maybe. Dan, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. I hope you are doing well tonight. We're just catching up, letting everything load here in the sim, and yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, as I said, I was really leaning towards the Mediterranean, and then it was like I saw some amazing screenshots from our community here for Iceland, but I'm tired of being cold. Like I went for a nice run today. Zach Esquire, thank you very much for the host. Welcome to everybody else who's joining from Zach's channel. Hello, my name's NovaWing24. You did. Oh, really? Oh, Antarctica. Oh, that makes me sad. That makes me very, very sad. Actually, if that is the case, that makes me very upset. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna go somewhere where it is still relatively warm. Which makes me feel that we're gonna go somewhere in the Mediterranean. And that'll also be sunny right now as well, which is nice. Official Turtleman, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. Oh, you just finished. We're seeing the giraffes and elephants. Oh, that's cool. That's right, because we've only done a little bit of flight in Africa. We did a prop liner flight, didn't we? So we didn't really explore Africa. Now you got me thinking about that. Diego, okay, no worries. Look, if there is a specific airport that you would like to see, or a specific area that you'd like to see, then one of the great things that we do on this channel, I do take requests, but how we manage the requests here on the channel is that you use your frequent flyer miles, which is this channel's name for channel points. You can use those to redeem a reward where you can request an airport to go to. So if you are wanting to go to a specific airport in one of our streams, please feel free to redeem your frequent flyer miles for one of those destinations. Though helisimmer.com, hello, you get an exception because you are a cool dude. Where is LPMA? Where is that? Now that I'm thinking of it. Madeira. Well, that's out in the Azores. No, is it the Azores? No, it's not the Azores. Well, the Azores are further to the south of there, aren't they? Drip Sneaky, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Great to have you on board. I thought this was supposed to be a game. Drifty, it is eventually coming to Xbox. Sorry, at the moment it is a PC launch title, but the developer has confirmed that it will be coming to Xbox. It's just we don't have a release date as yet. So don't worry, if you are an Xbox user, you will be seeing it on your console in the relatively near future. We're pretty sure as well. Um, okay, well that's your benchmark. Well, there you go, folks. So we might do a. Oh, thank you very much, Yogi, for the aircraft request. There you go. That solves the problem of what I was going to fly tonight. Thank you very much for that. All right. Well, you know what, folks? Because we've had a great friend of the stream come by and say hello here at heliasimmer.com. We're going to go with his advice, and then I think we'll continue with the European theme, and we'll go to the Mediterranean. But Yogi, thank you very much for the suggestion. We will fly the DA62 tonight because of that idea. No, I completely understand. The desire to have this game is very, very strong. It's a really genuinely exciting time for aviation, for virtual aviation. Is genuinely an incredibly exciting time at the moment. So yes, it will be there on your console before you know it. These yours LPMA is just LPMA is it's a cool airport and a beautiful airline. That is awesome. We'll go with that one. So Diego, as I just mentioned before, if there's a specific area or airport you'd like me to fly over, I'm more than happy to take suggestions, but please utilize your channel points. So utilize your frequent flyer miles to be able to redeem the request for that one. Thank you very much. All right, but let's do to Madeira. All right, and of course we're gonna do our cold and dark start here. Now I do. Oh, there's actual gates here. It's not just ramps. They're all gates. That's interesting. This could be interesting. This could be interesting seeing a gate next to a DA62. This could be fun. Alright, so let's set out to all players. Let's go to live weather and live time conditions, which could be a bad idea, but let's go with it. So we've got live traffic, live weather conditions, live time, and all players. So for anyone who is wanting to join our flight and our stream tonight, please grab an aircraft that is similar to a DA62. So please, no Airbuses, no jets, please, tonight. And join us in a small twin prop that's sort of going to go around about sort of 150, 170 knots. And join us on the Southeast Asia server over here at Madeira. All right. Well, that was pretty much that was a great, simple, quick start for that one. So let's jump on board. I don't have a Kit Fox at the moment. I'm afraid. But Kit Fox. But if you have the Kit Fox Neko, actually, I'd be intrigued to see. That's actually something that I've been intrigued to see about how Microsoft Flight Simulator handles substituting aircraft when somebody doesn't have one. I'm very curious about that. So if you did want to put one in, we might leave you behind. But I'm very curious to see how my sim looks and sort of shows off your aircraft given with that. So that could be rather interesting. Just moving something around over here on my little nav map over here. Oh, it puts you in a bonanza. Okay, well, it's a single wing prop. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes relative sense. Yeah, okay, I'll give it that. I must admit that. So this is this is going to sound weird, but just while I move my my stick here, because this aircraft is a stick aircraft rather than a yoke. One of the interesting things about, because I remember when Microsoft Flight, with how it handled its multiplayer, what it would do is it would actually spawn you in as a if somebody spawned in and you didn't have their aircraft, then you would appear as this little blue and silver UFO. It was really kind of cool, actually. It was actually really intelligently well done. And something that I was sort of like, I almost want them to do it again. Now, I just realized I don't think I have... Oh, Paul, you still downloading, dude? Oh, my God. Oh. Hopefully, you will have it with this day. Hopefully, you'll have it soon, because that is crazy, my friend. That is absolutely crazy. All right. I'm just going to have to quickly, guys. So, you guys are going to get a thing of me resetting my controls, because I'm pretty sure I haven't actually set up a twin prop yet. I've set up quad jets. Oh, twin piston. Oh, I have set them up. Oh, okay. There you go. How about that? I did remember to set that up. What we got? Autopilot master. Autopilot is nav select. Attitude holds. That one is not bound to anything. Right, APU starter. We're not going to need that anyway. I should probably just clear that, shouldn't I, from this one? And then we got two lines. What? That is insane. 19 gig. Earhart, hello, welcome back to the stream. You got, you're so close. Everybody is getting there, so close. It's funny actually. I've already I feel really bad for some people because in some cases it's been really. There's been a lot of talk about a lot of people sort of going, it's been a terrible experience, downloading all the rest of it, and it's really unfortunate. And I understand that it's very frustrating, and we have many of these people who have having these terrible experiences with us here on the channel tonight. But we've also had it's one of those things sort of balancing that it has been challenging for many people, but it also has been surprisingly successful this launch. There's some quirks that this sim definitely has. For example, like I think we may also, like for example, I think I'm looking at them one right now because we have these beautiful buses, and where are the wheels on those buses? Oh wait, there they are. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So it's got a texture max load in there where you have to be at a certain level of detail before the wheels will actually pop in on the buses. Weird, but also kind of cool that it actually does that. Okay, all right. Thank you for the guy on the YouTube. I'm very, I'm glad that I'm always very in a couple of minds when I produce videos that are that long, because I'm like, do people really want them? Do they really get value out of videos that are that long? Because I know they're intimidating. Like, so for those who might be wondering, I produce a video today. I released a video today, which goes through all of that menu. So every single line, every single tab of the options menu. And it's almost an hour and a half long, but it goes into a lot of detail. But this time I put some shortcuts in the description, so if there's only a certain section you want to look at and listen to, then you can just jump straight to it. But I'm really glad that you found it useful, Paul. That is awesome for there. Patrick, hello, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. No hover buses on phase. Thomas, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. All right, let me go through our checklist today. So let's do our evaluation checklist.
Parking brake. Set. Fuel selectors. Check on. Alternators.
Alternators.
Check both on. Pitot heat.
Check off.
Check off.
Engine masters.
Engine master.
Both off.
Check both off. Avionics master switch.
Gear down.
Check off.
Flap selector is set to
gear selector.
Up.
Check down. Flap selector. Check up. All electrical equipment. Off. Elect. Master. On. Fuel quantity.
Check.
Check indication. Elect. Master. Off. Control stick.
That's a bit of fun. Haven't done that one before. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Thank you very much, Helisima Sergio from Helisima for letting everybody know here in the chat. This is where we are. We are on the Southeast Asia server. If you'd like to join in, we're going to do a little circuit around the island. We're going to check the airport here, and then we're going to go off on a bit of a mini tour of the Mediterranean. I think is what we're doing today. All right, let's check our get our aircraft hopefully actually started today.
Power
Idle.
levers.
Parking brake is set.
Idle. Parking brake. Set. Avionics master switch. Check off. Gear selector.
Check down.
Check down. Alternators.
That's gonna annoy me. There's an alternator.
Check both on.
Alternator.
Fuel pump LH/RH. Check off. Elect. Master. On.
Okay. Acknowledge the caution. All right. Strobe light is on.
Strobe lights. ACL.
Engine master left
On.
engine is on.
Engine master.
Left glow on.
L. Annunciations. Start left button.
It's good to know that it only stays
Press
there
as
for a few
required.
seconds. That's
Engine
actually
start.
good to know actually for future this one. Starter is
Annunciation
off.
/ starter. Check off. Annunciation / oil pressure. Check OK. Idle RPM.
7.
Check
Yeah,
710
within
plus or minus
range.
30 RPM.
All right.
Opposite engine start.
Engine on. Engine started. There we go. Interesting how it doesn't recognize. What if it's how long if it has to wait for a certain period of time before it'll recognize that, or whether it'll just simply. I think we'll have to go. There we go.
Repeat procedure.
Okay. Finally, as we get through our final ones, Avionics Master is set to
Avionic
on.
master. On. Power levers.
Take item. All
Electrical
right. So we're going to need
equipment.
to have our taxi light on, position lights on. Heat heat, we will need that on at the moment. Strobe lights checked on, position taxi light. Yep, we are all good.
On as required.
Take item.
Flight instruments and avionics. Set as required.
Strobe lights on.
Strobe lights. Check on. Position lights landing and taxi lights. As required. Trim.
Set. And we're good. There we go.
Set to T/O position manually.
Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with that one. Alright, now let's have a look. What is our activator of this one today? Looks like we've got everything else down here, down at the end there. Add some speech recognition to the checklist. I think speech recognition would actually make a really good. I think you're right. Speech. I think something like I think it's voice attack is the traditional one. I think that would actually make a really good add-on to this. I think. Oh, nice. Actually got the proper name of the airport as well. That's nice. Alright, so you are well, there you go. That's good to know there, Necro. I just realised I didn't fire up my little nav maps. Let me fire up that net now. So we've got 4 knots from there. So let's taxi down to the end of 05 today. Does take a lot to run up the 62, I find. I think that's probably... Sometimes I feel that maybe it needs a little too much power. But then again, it is a bigger aircraft than many in this sim. So it would actually make a little bit of sense that it does take that. So interesting watching at the synthetic vision, sort of having a bit of a freak out there as we're going over the ground polys there. I'm really curious about this this island, see how it is. Like, oh, a bit of a brutal taxiway, that one. Okay, 1-notch flaps. I can see, Mr. Helisimmer, why this would be a... I think this would be a great airport for helicopters, I think you're right. So I see Mr. Necro there. As I said, for anybody who is wanting to join us today, we are at Lima Papa Mike Alpha on the Southeast Asia server. If you are wanting to join us at the moment, we are running live time and live weather. I think a couple of people else are here. Very touristic location. Yeah, no, I'd absolutely look at that. Game of Ash, hello. Welcome to the stream. I didn't see you sneak in there. It's great to have you on board. Yeah, I think in Yogi, that's the other thing that I did notice as well, that there was, and I did comment that in my video today that I published on YouTube today, was the fact that, yeah, there's no female voices, and that is actually kind of disappointing, actually, about that one. Alright, and we'll roll. Brakes off. Oh, probably clean. Almost clean that up a little bit too early, I think.
Don't sink.
Whoa.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, that was interesting.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Thank you.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
That's interesting. I haven't triggered the GPWS for a while. It was interesting how it takes a while for it to come back and recover as well. So that was interesting. I might just circle back and we can have a... Wow. Sorry, that was just as we turned there. We just sort of caught a bit of that low-level cloud there as we turned. And that was just absolutely mesmerizingly beautiful. I'm curious about this. So, Sergio, you were mentioning the oh, I see the taxiway and the pontoons there. So this might be I don't normally do the whole fly from the outside of the aircraft thing, but I think this time I will, because this is going to be impressive. I also love how much like a glider the DA62 always seems to look as well. Like that is so cool. Like they're actually modeling all of those pylons and the boat traffic down there as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. That is really cool. That is. That is absolutely awesome. That's a fair bit of detail that's gone into that one. Is this? I think this is one of those handcrafted airports. That looks absolutely amazing. Bit rough blending into the rest of the township though, from the airport. That's a bit rough. But the airport itself, that was really, really impressive. I actually want to go back and have another look at that actually. I'm not sure if it is the controls are too sensitive, Yogi. I thought they might be this one. Nova, we're at Madeira. So, Lima Papa Mike Alpha on the Southeast Asia server today. Like complete with like the bridge for the traffic there as well. Like that's a lot of detail going there. So I'm guessing that one is one of the yeah. So thanks for confirming that. Yes, it was one of the handcraft airports, and I actually genuinely see why with the fact that so you got the road that goes under the under the airport there. So it's just with the vector data going through there and those columns coming there to hold it up. That is absolutely cool. That is so spectacularly awesome to see. I really like that. That's so cool. Well, while we're here, let's have a quick look around the island as well while we're here, through the main part of the island. Aladdin, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. The synthetic vision I'm finding absolutely fascinating as well. Like it's really interesting, and how it's being, and you can tell that it is being built off the, it's not using a separate database or anything like that. It is being fed off the same database that you were actually looking at as well, which is why sometimes you've got rivers halfway up mountains. But it's really great how all that data is sort of being fed to the sim live. Like that is absolutely really fascinating. And just feeling that the ridge lift as we're passing over those mountainsides, those hillsides, that's really spectacular coming through there as well. It's like, look at all those, look at the water masking. I believe this would be Portuguese territory. I think we can tell this was loading up now. Vash, excellent. Sparker and VR, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Is that a good thing that we woke you up for this, or not a good thing? I'm not 100% sure either way here at the moment. The DA62 feels like it has no power at low settings, I think. I did find that as well, but I found that once she gets going, she gets powered up very, very quickly. I actually think there might be something wrong with the fuel injection modeling. Pitot heat on. Oh, just that mountain just fading in out of the clouds there. This is also probably not the wisest thing to be doing with a DA62 going through mountains with it, but it actually really showcases, say, like we had that the lift, the bumping of the, you know, the feeling of the ridge lift before, but also the way that this sim actually renders terrain through clouds. The fact that it does sort of fade in and out as we're looking at it, as we're passing through, heading towards it, passing out of it. That's why, unfortunately, sadly, and that's why it is so dangerous to fly around mountains in real life, because of, you know, the fact that, you know, you end up with controlled flight into terrain because you don't see it until it's too late, until this sort of like fade in, fade out effect. So I think that's pretty damn incredible. Now I am going to put my fuel pumps on to get my injection system going. And I'm going to knock these down to crossfeed. No, I just got to rivers definitely. Yeah, I think some of the some of the river masking might need to be helped from time to time. I think that you're absolutely right there. Allowed to see, sorry, VR. Oh, just going to watch it. Sorry, watch it. I'm glad I can provide entertainment to people, because, you know, that's how we. I think that's how we learn. We learn through enjoying. If we're not enjoying something, then we won't learn it. We're less likely to learn, or at least less likely to have a positive outcome. And wow. Just punching through that cloud layer up here at the top. Guys, if you get up here to 4,000 feet, like 4,500 feet, it is such a different view up here. Like, that is absolutely outstanding. I think I'm going to push that a little bit higher at the moment. But that is an absolutely spectacular view. How the head movement will be done in VR. I'm assuming much similar to how it's done with Track IR. It sort of just tracks the main camera. But I'm not a VR user, so I'm not 100% sure, I'm afraid. That would be probably a question to head over to Belgeode on his channel on YouTube. He'll be able to help you out with that one. Well, that's a good point as well. Exactly like in real life, it's absolutely very true as well. We're on the Southeast Asia server, so for anybody who's wanting to join us, you're welcome to do that tonight. Let me... Oh, wow. Oh, my God. So, look, check that out. So, you can actually see a mountaintop just peeking through the top of the cloud layer there. That is so cool. Like... That's so cool. Like, legitimately, that is so cool. That is so cool. Oh. Okay. All right. It's definitely some screenshot time. I think now it's this one now. I've got this sort of aircraft that's stable here at the moment. How cool is that? Like, that's just... Seeing that and having it sort of stable like that, that is just pretty damn amazing. That really, really is. Yeah, if only we had a helicopter to be able to land on that mountaintop. All right, I think we're going to head to the mountaintop, and then we'll come back, and then we'll go for a tour of the Mediterranean, I think. No, Sergio, but that's all right. We will have one soon. I mean, we saw when we were speaking with Orbix last night's stream. We saw that they've already... Orcas Island already has its helipad ready, and yeah, they've confirmed that the helipads that the low scenery supported in other sims will be making their way into the new sim once helicopters start becoming supported. So that's awesome. The head of the effect of turbulence and the subtle movements that MSFS does. I am not sure. That's a good question because I know that. Again, the only thing I can guess is that it would be something similar to the way it does it here in as Track IR. Because Track IR, I think how they do it is that they tell the Track IR basically reads the center camera position, and sort of says, okay, so your camera is the camera physics, the camera three-dimensional calculation is based off a center point. And then it says the head shake is applied to that center point. So I'm assuming it would be something similar would be done, and that's how the Track IR still gets the head shake. So I'm assuming it would be something similar, but that's probably getting a little too far under the hood for me. Oh, really? So I did not know, because as I said, I'm not a VR user, so I didn't know. So that's interesting. Or maybe they'll make it as an optional feature to, so people can actually have their own bath bags in their flight sim kits. So not gonna lie, I'm up here at what are we up here? 6,000 feet, and I'm up here, and I'm sort of going. Part of me wants to try and land on that bit of the mountaintop up there, but the problem is I know my landing roll is way too long to be able to do that safely, so we won't be doing that. Oh no, Vash, that's not good. I was gonna say I saw you spawn in. I know I saw you spawn in. Yeah, I am not going to attempt Aladdin, as I said, because there is. If I was in the Cub, I would, but there's no way I can get. Oh, it's even like with the. That's actually really cool how they got the mountain stream sort of modeled as well. The visitor center. And it's really interesting, like hearing the change of wind sounds as well, like when you're up here, because as you're sort of orbiting and again feeling that ridge lift as we're going over it, that is pretty. It is a cover. It's Dread Midas, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. Drip Sneezy, yeah, thank you very much for the lurk. I will have to thank you for reminding me. That's another bot command I need to add in. Thank you very much for reminding me. Part of our Fun Fridays today is actually going to be figuring out some bot commands, so we'll be doing those very shortly again as well. Saint Helena, we may do a Saint Helena trip, I think, on another flight. I'm just loving and like that, like seeing that sort of that break in the clouds there and being able to like see straight down through to the coast there, like that's just something else for this engine. It really is. Oh, exclamation points. Dread Midas, oh, thank you very much. It's great to have you here in the stream. Unfortunately, Osman, the points, the points, there's no way at the moment that at least that I understand, of being able to get how many channel points you have, or how many Twitch channel points you have. I don't believe you can do that from a command as yet. I believe that is an integration that is still yet to be worked on by Twitch. So other streamers like Northern Alex, the Northern Alex, for example, he does a separate point system, and I believe that's the ones that he does his North Bucks, and that's how those are calculated. You're gonna get those points for that ones. Oh, you can add simple commands. Oh, thank you. Yeah, channel points here you have to be done via Twitch. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just loving that. The rendering of these clouds at this altitude is just absolutely insane. Yeah, look, I think that's the thing is, I mean, the multiplayer that we have here in this sim, it does definitely look, it has its quirks and its bugs, and we found more than a few of them, I think, over the last few days of streaming here. But at the same time, the fact that it can be so simple and easy at the same time as well means that this is a really, really powerful tool for us to be, for that sense of that community that we're all trying to build here and be part of. I think that's the most important thing out of all of this, and what we should be doing as well. Yeah, I looked in the custom API, and the custom API was like, yeah, no, I'm not getting that kind of programming. I had enough trouble. I eventually figured out the exclamation, the shout out command. I eventually figured out that I'd stuffed up with it, and it took me a while to fix, but I finally fixed it, and I was like, yay! That took me like 3 days worth of messing around and reading and rereading SDKs and troubleshooting before I finally figured it out. It was awesome. Find a way for the communicate in the sim. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple of mixed feelings about whether they do like in-sim comms or not. I do have mixed feelings about it. I think that I on one level I see a good reason to do it, but on another level I think that the prevalence of systems like TeamSpeak, although TeamSpeak isn't really anywhere near as prevalent as it used to be, but Discord, and even looking at like VatSims and Iveo's own custom audio codecs, then there's less of a need and less of a reason to tie up Microsoft's bandwidth for the voice codec, and to divert bandwidth away from the gameplay and the actual flight physics and dynamics with voice protocols. So a bit of a high-speed approach there. Oh no, as in no conflict. So are you sort of meeting as in Dread Midas? Were you meeting sort of as in no text chat either? Because I never use, because I think it's, because I play a bit of WoW as well. I know I think we use text chat more than we use anything else. Ah, okay, right, now, again, he's going to sort of say, hey, so if I saw Aladdin online, for example, I couldn't just ping him and say, hey, Aladdin, I'm online, where are you flying? Well, do you want to go flying, or are you staying on and stuff like that? Yeah, okay. I kind of see that one. I'm guessing probably though if we do have any kind of integration with that, you're probably going to see it done through games, through Xbox Live is probably how you're going to see that done. That would be my guess. Alright, let's figure out a descent down into the airport here. I'm curious. I'm surprised there's no ILS here. I thought there would have definitely been an ILS here. Let's look at our maps here. Pretty much throttles back to idle. I think this is the diesel-powered one. I for some reason I have this belief that this aircraft. For some reason I think it's diesel-powered. I'm not 100% sure why I think that, but I just seem to recall the DA62, or was it the DA42? One of the DA42 models that was diesel-powered. I know one of them was powered by diesels. Alright, I'm going to do a right turn because it's not good. Punch below this cloud layer. bit worried about how low I have to go before I punch through the bottom of the cloud layer. Oh, there we go. Though I must admit, one of the quirks that I have seen quite a lot though here with the AI ATC in this sim is that it when it's telling you left or right traffic, it forgets because the default is always left traffic. But not all airports can support left traffic because they might have a giant ass mountain on that side of the airport. So it's funny. I was flying the test flight into Queenstown in New Zealand, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not flying left traffic because if I fly left traffic, I will go straight into a mountainside. No, thank you. I will go with the right traffic as this airport pattern actually has." Just a couple of little quirks in there. I was sort of like, "Yeah, that's going to need to change at some point." Alright, doing a downwind for 05 because winds are picking up out of the northeast there. This one thing about this aircraft is she doesn't like to slow down. You've got to give her a bit of pitch before she'll start slowing down. Alright, gears traveling. 3 greens. Do a barrel roll! Oh dear. Great to see that. Nice that you kept the positive G there throughout that, Neko, with the back pressure on the stick. Challenging thing to do with carbureted aircraft because they're not fuel injected. If you fly inverted for too long, they'll starve the engines. So in order to do that, you need to maintain positive G on the fuel lines. Otherwise, you'll fuel starve the engines. So that's why you do a bit of back pressure on the stick as you go through a loop. A little low on that slope. Oh no, I did come out. I came out at the right altitude. Ah, not bad. Actually, a little high on the slope. Perfect on the slope. The challenge of some multiplayer, of course, of open multiplayer, is staring down an A320 when you're coming in on short final. Oh, that ridge lift just as I'm going over. Oh, no, it was a 7-4. Bye! Throttle back. Little bit bouncy on that landing. Clean up those flaps. For our taxi tonight. So yeah, Chad, I'll catch up with you in just a second. We'll just turn off the edge of the runway here. I love the fact that it's not just that the runways are contoured, but the taxiways are as well. Like, and I noticed that when we were looking over at Orbix's Orcas Island last night, the fact that the taxiways go up into the hillside, as if you look at the satellite imagery, it's exactly what they do. So the Sims, Orbix when they remodeled Orcas Island, they actually chose to do that. So it actually has the parking up in the hills beside there, and that is so damn cool. Like, that's really, really well done. I'm sort of looking at that the truck there with the flashing lights on, and I'm wondering, is he coming to take me away? Or he's coming to chase me down. One of the two. I really like the Baron. Like, I really like the look of that Baron. It is a beautiful looking aircraft. Okay, throttles are idle. Parking brake is set. Okay, fuel safety guard is clear. Fuel is set to off. Idle. Okay, pitot heat is off. Avmaster is off. Fuel pumps are off. Lights are off. Engine masters are off. And alternators are off. And a battery master is off. And there we go. All done. Not a bad little flight. That was fun. Thank you very much for the help there, Sergio from helisimmer.com. Don't forget, folks, if you are a particular fan of helicopters, or if you do want to feel the thrill, or want to support the cause to get helicopters into this sim. Well, we know that helicopters are coming to this sim, but if you want to stay up to date with all the information about coming on board, don't forget to head to helisimmer.com for all the latest information, or look up Helisimmer on Facebook at facebook.com/helisimmer, I do believe. Let me just quickly catch up on chat here, guys. Thank you very much. Let me go through here. Where are we? Because we have to go back through here a little bit. There we go. Wow, you guys you're very chatty. I love this. This is okay. Can I just say, guys, I actually really, I don't mind having to go back a long way and scroll a long way back in chat, because it really, you really honor me, and it makes me so happy that you guys are all sharing with each other, and I'm seeing each other support. I'm seeing you all support each other and share your tips and tricks and your experiences. This makes me really happy, and it really encourages me that we are truly going to grow this sim and grow this hobby together. So I just want to say that you guys make me happy, and I'm really, really proud. But anyway, moving on. So we got here, yeah, some of the things, yeah, so they're flying together, yeah, no, absolutely right, yeah, VR coming through with the Reaver G2 to start with, we'll get more later on. I'm actually, I must admit that when it comes to VR headsets, I think I'm eyeing off the Villaggio VR2s. They're the ones I'm eyeing off. The clouds are absolutely amazing, aren't they, Paul Osmond? They are absolutely amazing. Use the index one. Okay. Again, the G2. Yeah, very excellent. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, a lot for in-game radio comms with limitations. Well, I mean, I suppose I could get on board with in-sim radio limitations if they implement things like the VHF limitations and stuff like that. So, you have to be on the same frequency band, like you have to be on the same dial up, same frequency, and you have to be within a range. I could possibly get on board with it, but Yeah, as I said, I've got mixed feelings about it, but yeah, definitely I think you're right, Dread Midas, that you need to have a way of being able to chat to your friends, or at least let them know that you're in a sim, that you're in a fight, that you could maybe join each other. Um, oh, BSC Happy, you've got the Revo GR2 for VR for flying. That is awesome. A couple of people with all of the Revo. That's awesome. Mr. Wookie, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. ATC is only client-sided, yet it totally ignores other planes. Yeah, well, we get there. The approaches you've done on the curve path here, that would not surprise me. That yeah, with those mountains here, it would a curved approach, an RNAV curved approach would make sense actually, because especially because there's an NDB and a VOR out to the north here, so it wouldn't surprise me to have a radial track track for this ones. Bippies, does this game have any bippies? I'm not sure what bippies are, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm with Dread Midas in this one. I'm not sure what bippies are. I'm always doing. We will often do family fights. We will often do family fights. Where next? Caution, wake turbulence. I know with that 747 going over the top. Peeperish, adding military aircraft to the sim. Look, I think we will see military aircraft from the sim. We've got several third-party developers that have already confirmed that they are bringing. So DC Designs is the one that I know off the top of my head. They're already planning on bringing 3 military aircraft to the sim, and India Fox Teco, he's bringing his A4 over to the sim at least, if not other airframes. So we will have them eventually. I'll be. You said I've got nothing. This is not official or word, or I've got no information to back this up. But personally, I would doubt that we would see Microsoft themselves do it. I think any non-civilian aircraft we'd see in the sim would have to be coming from third-party devs. I just think that's the way it's going to go. It was a fun flight, that one. So the fun is not yet over. We're going to head somewhere into the Mediterranean shortly. So, yeah, F-14 for the win, absolutely. Earhart, yeah, absolutely. The F-414 would be nice. Oh, don't worry, Wookie. I murdered Dino's surname many times. What is my favorite airplane? Oh, that's a tough one, Black Wolf. That is a tough one. At the moment, I'm going to be honest, it's the VL3. I am having so much fun with that because that is, I said Yogi has picked the aircraft for the tonight. He's picked the aircraft tonight, which is the DA62 I'm going to fly tonight. But yeah, the VL3 is absolutely my favorite aircraft in this sim right now. It was always going to be the Icon, and then I got to play with the JMB, and I'm like, this thing's amazing. So yeah. Speaking of, while I've accepted the chat here, so fam, let's head over to, let's get back to the main menu. And we're going to head to, I'm going to quickly disconnect and reconnect the server because I mentioned some people were not hearing me. Can you get Air Force jets in the game? So Drip Snizzy, at this time, yeah, there's no military aircraft in the game, but we do have third-party developers are going to start releasing them in the future. But at the moment, we are not available. And I'm actually going to quickly see if I can add a new command to our chat here because I want to try something. The Diamond is a very pretty birdie. It's a very pretty birdie. It is absolutely that one. No worries. So as I said, the stuff that you do is absolutely amazing for all of our community. So that's very important. That one of these things is not like the other. All right. So in the Mediterranean, I have a burning desire to go to Greece. And you know what? There are even some points of interest that we can go over today. So I'm curious about how they've modeled military fields. So let's have a look here. Oh, they've actually added parking to military fields, which they didn't do in the previous Legacy Sims. So, okay, so let's say we're going to go from, what do you always need to do that? Okay. Sorry guys, you as I said guys, you get to like mini flights and mini streams with me. You all get to be guinea pigs. So let me try something. Okay, let's go with exclamation flight. Go to server. All players. Whoop. Live weather and time, and we'll leave from LGTT to LGAT. Sorry guys, so I'll be really. I'm just trying something because I think this would be kind of cool thing that we can add to future flights. Okay, so and cruise speed 150 KIS. Okay. Cool then. Okay. All right. If somebody would like to, if you are wanting to join us, then if you'd like to press, it'll have a timeout after one use for every 30 seconds. But if somebody wants to type !flight in the chat, hopefully it should give you the information that I've just typed in. I'm hoping that's what it's going to do. I may be wrong. It's probably going to go horribly, horribly wrong. But let's find out. While you guys are doing that one, let's have a look at this one. Don't pretty very. Yeah, no worries for the shout out. That's fine. What else besides the hat switch do you have mapped for views? So I got a couple of keyboard binds to sort of swap between the different cameras, and then all my camera controls I run off an Xbox controller. Gavash, no worries. We'll see after your restart. So yeah, 1175. Just put that. Let me just see if that worked. Yay! It worked. Yay! It works. Awesome. That is so cool. There you go. So for everybody who's asking where we're going today, that is where it is. Verasia, yeah, it's not cheap, that headset, is it? It's not cheap, but it's interesting because it's because of the high resolution cameras it has on the externals. So if you're looking at it from a mixed reality, augmented reality perspective, it makes more sense over over something like a revert. Dream Artist, yeah, there's I think a lot of forums that used to have flight sim topics have sort of suddenly come back to life. A lot of people are sort of coming back to flight simming that have not done it before. Or have done it but a long time since they've done it, and now they're coming back on board to the sims, and that's actually, I'm really pleased to see that. Like, I think that's kind of cool. So your list of always here is sim is 200 ping in the yes, absolutely. Sim is top list for the ways MSF bettered the sim. Oh, the sim bar, yeah, it's multiplayer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, 200 ping, and it's still absolutely smooth as silk. Absolutely correct. 4 pages of post per day was like 1 page per month. That's interesting how these simmers said, yeah, I haven't seen them. It's just, I know that in the sort of professional world and for my other life where I use professional sims, or you're using Prepared, they are the preferred VR headset to use. It really is, isn't it, Totalman? Sort of doing those flights together as a community is always a lot of fun. So that's why I always love them doing. Drift Sneezy, yeah, look, so one of the things that we do sometimes do requests, airport requests here, or area requests. However, how we handle them here in the channel here is that you can use your frequent flyer miles, which is your Twitch channel points in our channel. You can utilize those by redeeming those as a airport you'd like to see, or an aircraft you'd like to see me fly for the night. If you do redeem those, but for whatever reason we don't get to your request that night, we actually refund your points back, so you can request it again on a future flight. So just let you know, that's how we work around here for those ones. Oh, and I see Ozwookie actually already explained that to you, so that was awesome. Sorry, thanks, Wookie. That's just, wake turbulences. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I've noticed that the wake turbulences seem to work for AI traffic, but not for multiplayer traffic, is what I've seen so far. So, which is kind of cool. A couple of those ones. Blue Skydive, hello, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you on board. Heading to Athens instead of okay, cool, awesome. Well, we might see that as we go over to Athens. Great to see you on the thing. Not because since we use mixed reality camera as much as I use on my Odyssey and never use it. Okay, as I said, I think it's a very situational. I think it's a situational thing. Sometimes it works for people, sometimes it wouldn't. Yeah, so Spark in VR, yeah, as also Wookie said. Also, there's an SDK as well, as Orvix pointed out last night. All right. Enough of me gas bagging. Time for me to start an aeroplane up. They're probably going to be a good idea. Okay, so we're at and we're going to be doing. That's interesting because I thought it was close. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. All right, so we get to fly over Athens tonight before we go there. All right. Can I start this without an assisted checklist this time? This could be interesting. Okay, so let's have the AI not check me this time. But let's have him do the radio comms for me. So let's see if I can remember where everything is in the sim this time. Okay, parking brake is set. Fuel selectors check on. Okay, so we're going to move those to the 2 notches up to the on position. And turn the aux guards are off. Alternators are checked both on. Interesting how you fire the alternators on this early in the checklist, which is interesting. Pitot head checked off. Engine master set to off. Avionics switch set to off. Gear selector check down. Flap selector check up. Electrical equipment is off. Electric master is set to on. Alright. Fuel quantity check. Birdie Bell, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Great to have you on board. Fuel level set to, fuel 50%. That's fine. Electrical master set to off. Control stick is check is full. Free movement. Okay. All good. Before start, in your before start checklist, power levers set to idle, parking brake still set, avionics masters check off, gear selector down, alternators check both on, fuel pump check off, electric master set to on. Okay, starting engines. Alright, acknowledge that one. Okay, strobe lights set to on. Engine master left set to on. Check engine glow is on. Start as required.
Tatoy ground, Diamond Alpha
off.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting pushback.
Check OK. Idle
Diamond Alpha
RPM
Sierra
is
X-Ray
checked.
Golf Sierra pushback request accepted.
This pushback guy really has a death wish. I swear to God, this pushback guy has a death wish. Engine after start is avionics master set to on. Yeah, it will be set to on for takeoff. On as required. Strobe lights check is on. Position lights set to on. Taxi lights set to on. We should probably take our parking brake off for you. I swear we didn't mean to dice up our pushback girl. That is so hilarious. It is so weird how obviously it's trying to lock onto the center of gravity of the aircraft, and then it goes straight through the engine. I'm like, that's a little like
Potato
weird.
ground, Diamond Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, requesting the end of pushback.
Okay, brakes
Diamond Alpha
tested.
Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, request to end pushback
Everyone's checked
received.
for conditions. Fuel
Potato
pump left and right
Diamond
is
Alpha
checked off.
Sierra,
Fuel set
X-Ray Golf
to
Sierra, request taxi for
crossfeed.
takeoff departing straight out.
Crossfeed checked.
Diamond Alpha Sierra,
Fuel
X-Ray
selector
Golf Sierra,
is
taxi
set
to and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Alpha.
Which one are you?
Contact tower on 122.1 when ready.
Alright, done.
Taxiing hold short runway 21 via taxiway Alpha Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alrighty. Just catching up on the chat here. Sorry, guys. Just quickly. Altitude probably going to be. We'll probably sit around about 2,000 or so. I think with this one. Does it just like simulate wind aerodynamics? No, but their flight dynamics simulation was really good for that aircraft once they got the bugs out. That was for sure. Oh, that's great to hear, Black Wolves. I'm really glad that you're happy. As I said, I try to make sure that everybody's happy. That actually genuinely means a lot to me, dude. That dude or dudette, that is definitely means a lot to me. Alright, yeah, we tried not to run the pushback guy over, but, you know, because we did that at Lukla, and it didn't end well for anybody. Okay, and they are all looking good. Is that first initial movement for this aircraft is always so hard. I see, Necro, you're learning to love the DA62. I see there from your flights there. Oh no, you're in the Baron again. No, sorry, Bonanza with a 36. Ooh, bit of drifting going on there in this DA62 tonight. With your solar pattern, and again, it's the bumpiness of the taxiways as well. It's just, I think so. So I've noticed it again, and I've talked about this a few times, guys. Is that there's a few people that have been, and I really want to reiterate every time I sort of we go for one of these flights, like crew, is that I always like to say, and we always want to talk about how we get the sim that we deserve and the one that we ask for. And we need to, that, you know, like we've already talked about tonight, like there's some airports that aren't right, some features that aren't right. It's where do we go to discuss that positively and say, okay, look, you know, Sparker, I'm going to use you as a wonderful example here, is that instead of, yeah, and I really want to say that I really appreciate this. So guys, this is not a dig at you, Sparker. This is how we should do it. Is where you sort of said, okay, my home airport is not right. There are issues with it. But instead of going, oh, the sim shit because of, you know, this, oh, it's rubbish, blah, blah, and it's like, oh, it's crap, it's terrible, my home airfield is model, you've gone. Instead, you've come to the community and said, okay, where can I discuss this? Where can I report this so we can all together do better? And that's such and that's the thing that we all want to try and work towards, fam, is that we want to get that positively going and go that, you know, there are some issues. This sim is a few days old, and we talked about it with Orbix last night. well, they acknowledge that, yeah, okay, there are issues. They are learning just like everybody else, and we all need to be able to go and learn from these things to be able to eventually
Cleared
then
for takeoff runway
get
21
a
Diamond
better
X-ray
sim
Golf
out of
Sierra.
for everyone at the end of the day. Now, this is going to be a really annoying thing, isn't it? With this, this is going to be another one of those flights we're going to end up getting stuck with a.
Lufthansa 1752 exit runway when able.
Okay, let's have a look. I want to check my objectives here. Where that one? That's the one I want. So yeah, it's saying prepare to enter runway, and yet I've entered the runway. I've lined up. This bug really needs to be fixed. Let's go all the way past the threshold, and then try again.
Lufthansa 1752 exit runway when able.
It's actually really good because we can get the and these streams are really great because we can link this information, these videos, to Asobo as part of their Zendesks and actually be able to say, this is where the issues lie. Okay, so I'm gonna get brakes on. We'll sit here for a sip of coffee, and go from there. Neko just buzzing the tower as we go through on there. There we go. Brisbane Westworld Camp does exist. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly right. No, but exactly right, Aladdin. Exactly. So it's interesting, Spike and VR. So one of the bugs that I've reported, and again, every time I get an example of it, it's a good way to show it. It's usually smaller airstrips that do it. Is you'll follow the AI instructions. It'll say prepare to enter runway, and it'll give you the taxi path markers to go to the piano keys, and you'll sit here, and it won't register that you've got here, even though you've lined up on the runway and all the rest of it. So it's a bit odd. Three beans. Thank you very much for the follow. It's great to have you on board. Right, I think so. We've waited long enough. Let's go for a fly today. All right, brakes off. As my good friend Belgio would say, throttle up, brakes off. Alright, so, and now this time though, interesting, it did actually tick over this time. Now I'm doing a flapless takeoff today. Gear up. Now that's really weird, so that was interesting. So normally I don't wait that long when I see that, and it's just interesting with that. So, very strange, fam, but maybe they fixed it. Maybe they fixed it. Or it could also be equipment superior to user. That is also very, very possible. Alright, so we can close that one now as well. Alright, so let's have brakes off, throttles up. Now, we always have to credit that one to our good friend Belgio for that one. Now, I think I've still got my my marker icons too much. Now, I'm going to say, you know what, we're going to break all of the airspace rules today, and we're going to fly fairly low today. In fact, I think there is, I'm just checking my VFR map down here. So we're going to head we'll head south. We'll head towards the coast.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Tatoy Tower Diamond Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Frequency
Now,
change.
I don't know if we have any Greek locals in the chat tonight,
Athens
but
approach Diamond Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
I think
Sierra is type Diamond
the
to 62.4 miles south of
Acropolis
Tatoy.
is up on the
Request
top of
flight
that
following.
mountain there, I feel. Oh no, wait, there it is. It just popped in. There it is. Right, there we
Diamond
go. That's
Alpha
simple.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Athens approach.
That was easy.
Squawk 4761. Squawk 4761 Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Turn our fuel pumps off now that we're in
Diamond X-ray Golf
cruise.
Sierra radar contact 5 miles south of
We're going to leave
Tatoy
those in
1700
crossfeed.
Altimeter 29.902. Copy Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra. Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra contact Athens approach on 118 decimal tree. Going to
This aircraft
118
is
decimal tree,
it's
Diamond
a,
X-ray Golf Sierra.
so I'm more familiar with the DA-42 rather than the 62.
Athens approach Diamond
62 is
Alpha
the
Sierra
bigger brother
X-ray
of it.
Golf Sierra
And
1,700
it's,
feet.
I think Necro knows as well, it's very, very sluggish to get
Diamond Alpha
going, but
Sierra
once she
X-ray
gets
Golf
going, it's
Sierra
a
Athens
zippy little
approach
thing.
continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Let me check if I've got everything else going. So that's our ice lights. Ah, that's the de-icing system. Okay, so I was wondering. Okay, so it does model the de-icing systems completely with windshield de-ice programs as well. Good to know. Don't think we'll need it down here in beautiful sunny Greece. So pull our throttles back. I would dearly love. It's one of those places that I've always promised myself that I would go to one day, and I'm yet to manage to actually get to the Acropolis. I spent a lot of time in Italy and going through Pompeii and through Firenze and through Naples, but never ended up getting to Greece, unfortunately. I spent a lot of time in Malta as well, but never got to Greece. I've always loved it was not so much love, it's always fascinated me, the density of European living. It's always fascinated me, especially spending, although as I've mentioned on previous streams, I've been very blessed and very fortunate that I've been able to spend much of my life living in many different countries throughout my life. Much of my initial formative years, though, were growing up in Australia, where space is very, very, space is not at a premium, as it were. Everybody got the yard and everything else. Oswald, your neighbours agree. Actually, hopefully they make a great salad. Terrible pun. I'll see myself out. It's fine. And Sparker. Oh, so you have been in there. It's a very. Look. That's one of the things that I'm really. And that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. And it's weird actually, because I've got more physically active. The older normally the old anecdote is that the older you get, the less physically active you become. But for me, that was the complete opposite. The older I got, the more active I became. So for those who might be new to me and my channel, I completed two full distance Ironmans over the last 2 years, both located in Mexico. And for those who may not know what an Ironman triathlon is, it's 226 kilometers in total, or 140.6 miles. So you have a 3.8 kilometer swim, followed by a 180.5 180.1 kilometer bike ride. Sorry, 180.2 kilometer bike ride, and then so 180 kilometer bike ride, and then a 42.2 kilometer run at the end of it. So you finish off your day with a marathon, and it's a. I swear to God, I think it almost killed me, but yeah, I've managed to finish 2 of them now, and several half Ironmans on the way, along the way as well. And apparently, I do exercise, and apparently I do exercise fun. So it's for me, it's been really interesting because I was less active when I was younger, and I want to go back to many of the places that I've been to when I was growing up, when I was younger. And I want to go back, and now I want to go do things that I sort of scoffed at before. Like I want to go to Cape Town, and there's a marathon that runs up to Table Mountain and back down again. Oh, so it's an ultra marathon. I want to go and do that. I want to do the London Marathon. I want to go hiking in Wales, and it's one of the few things that I regret. I regret not doing stuff like that when I was younger and had the opportunity. So. You have an Ironman in your hometown. So you're in. So that would be. I want to say Taupo. Then, if I remember correctly, there, Albino Kiwi. It's one way to lose weight. It's a bit weird when it comes to losing weight though, because you end up actually not losing as much weight as you think you would. Because it's all about endurance rather than speed, so you sort of end up keeping a few pounds on there as well. Need to stay in your basement. Yes, I am a silly rabbit. This is very, very true. Also, that's really impressive that they actually modeled the closed runway here, because I actually thought this whole airport was closed, to be honest. I thought it was closed and was being turned into flats. I'm not sure. Capri Mark 3, hello, welcome to the stream. It is going fantastically, except my monitors are about to power off. We are having a bit of fun touring in Athens at the moment, in DA62s. Yes, exactly, dude with the car. Exactly, dude with the awesome car. I miss Capri's. Okay, so part of me wants to go check out the main Athens airport, but part of me we did say we were going to land here, but you know what? Let's do touch and go here. Okay, all right, fam. We're going to do. All right, crew, buckle up. We're going to do a touch and go here. So throttle back. Stomp on the rudder. This aircraft is great for soaring. I don't think she's so great for tight turns. Alright. November Oscar Victor Alpha 24 coming in for touch and go. Right, runway 33 left. Power on. Take off flaps. Rocket extra, Aladdin. Wheels up. Flaps clean. Alright, we can check out the port while we're
Athens
here
approach
as
Diamond
well.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Diamond to 621 miles northwest of Athens. Request flight following. Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Athens approach. Squawk 5425. Squawk 5425 Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, sorry, of course you're UK. Sorry, Iron Man Bolton. Iron Man Bolton? Is it the only one in England? Because I know there's Iron Man Wales. I know there's Iron Man Wales. There's Iron Man Cinema. Yeah, Bolton in the UK is that's the only one in England, and then there's one in Iron Man Wales, and there's one in Ireland now in Cork. Though not sure how that one's if that one's gonna survive, because it relied very heavily on international participation. Obviously, nobody's travelling at the moment, and won't be for a while. Okay. So it's just one of those things I was thinking about. We were talking yesterday about sort of, the little things about the sim or whatever. Like, looking at all the buildings with the trees is great. And it's just, and again, minor things sort of like, I love the fact that you can see where the boats are. It'd be nice if we actually had the boats on it. Maybe that's the next thing that they need to add into Black Shark AI's algorithm. Is that when it sees a boat on the photo reel, that it actually adds a boat in. That could be kind of cool. It is such an impressive. Like, it's just really. I'm really capturing the colours of the environment as well. So I think it's one of those things that, again, you sort of you don't realise how important that is until you actually have it, kind of thing. Does that make sense? It's like, you don't realise how important something is until you either have it or you don't have it. So we'll do left traffic for... Well, actually, it looks like... not sure. I think the active in the real world looks like it's 03. But in the sim, it might not be the other one. So let's tune in to our ATC and request a landing. LGAT? I think, no, it's not LGAT. LGAV is where we're going.
Tower Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 10 miles southwest with Charlie to land. Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Tower. Fly straight in runway tree left.
Oh.
Altimeter 29.9 to wind 267 at tree.
03 left, straight in.
Fly straight in runway tree left Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Now, okay, I need to figure out, because it would have been nice if they'd given us the ILS frequency. Now, here we go. I've got to remember to see if I can pick my ILS frequencies quickly. 110.5. Oh, it's actually locked it up. It locked it in already, actually. That's good. Let's go.
Ryanair 2807 cleared to land runway tree left.
And my course knot is...
Follow the generic on final. Wind 267 at tree.
that one. Let's try and adjust the course.
Runway tree left number to Ryanair 2807.
3, 4. There we go. Okay. Sorry guys, I wanted to set my frequency there to see if we get it right. So we see if it picked it up. 035. Not getting the information, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I think the G1000 seems to not be doing the ILS too well at the moment.
Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared to land runway tree left. Number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Cleared to land runway tree left number 2 Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah, this will be interesting because I know there's an AI one well, there's real life traffic right now coming in for 03 left. So this could be interesting. Because he's going to end up telling one of us to go around. Flaps 1, trim back, landing light set to on. Doing hand off the stick there for a second, that's not good. Alright. I feel like if I look, I feel like I need to do the whole check behind me thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a... Yeah, there it is, Ryanair. Hey Ryanair, what's up? How you doing? It's gonna be so weird in a second to have to see that thing phase through me. There he goes.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra, go around.
There it is, there's the go around. Going around.
Going around Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra.
You remember, folks, that you always have time to go around. There's a little ditty that I've seen, a little song, mini song that I saw written about that, because there's a very real condition called, well, it's maybe not a condition, but it's a very real observation in air safety investigations called get home-itis. That has affected some air crashes. Has also affected some road incidences with long-haul trucks. And it's called get home-itis. Basically, just you want to get home, so people drive longer or take risks so that they can get home or finish their run that they wanted to do. So, Mr. Skysphere, hello! Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew.
Wind 267 at tree.
Let's give me a chance to... Oh, so sorry, Chad. I sort of got focused there. I will catch up with you as soon as I can. I am really, though, annoyed about this. I think that's something else that I would like to see more, that the nav frequencies, you don't see them on the maps. So I'm going off my data here. So my data here tells me that it's 110.5, so 110.5 with the IATIL. So it's got the correct identifier and annunciator, so that's correct. And it's 34 degrees magnetic, which is the course, so that looks right.
Cleared to land runway tree left. Number 2 for landing. Follow the generic on final.
Alright, so that's that guy there. Okay.
At tree.
So let me check my course.
Ryanair 2807 exit runway when able. Cleared to land runway tree left number
Course
2
34.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra.
So I should, in theory, if we go CDI, so that should enable my GPS. That's what it should do. Well, sorry, not my GPS. My my ILS on the G1000. So I know they've said that this is an ongoing work in progress, but it's, again, I just want to make sure it's not an ESU fault. All right, getting towards the end of the feather. Gear traveling. To everybody just joining, sorry, I'll get to the chat as soon as I'm on ground at the moment. I'm one of those, I get very focused, so sorry, I get very focused. But, I'll be there, I'll be right with you all, I promise, I promise. Okay, flaps 1, landing lights on, 3 greens for the gear. Looking good. I'm going to make sure that generic taxi exits the runway, which he should exit second taxiway. It's also a bit weird flying in, so I'm not noticing the pappies here. Oh wait, okay, no, there they are on the visual. So I'm below the slope at the moment.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra, go around.
I am totally sorry, ATC. I'm totally not going around today.
EGN 821, turn next taxiway.
Because I know Aegean's going to be clear by the time I get down.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
Negative.
EGN 821, turn next taxiway.
See, because that lazy ass Aegean pilot took too long to exit. Alright, so we're exiting off on to Alpha 9.
Clear the runway.
I'll do a high-speed taxi. Jesus, he's sending me an awful bloody long way.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
I still like the fact that ATC gets annoyed with you about that.
Able.
That is kind of cool. Okay. That's interesting that, I wonder if that Aegean airline
Diamond
aircraft
X-ray
is
Golf
a
Sierra,
turboprop.
ATC services terminated.
Alright, let's figure out where we're going to park. Let's have a look.
EGN 821, turn next taxiway.
That one.
EGN 8.
Change to ground. Taxi to parking.
Ground Diamond Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, request taxi to parking. Diamond Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha 9er Alpha Alpha 11 Bravo Kilo Charlie.
There we go. Now we get to sit back and
Taxiing to general aviation
enjoy the
parking
peace
via taxiway
while our
Alpha 9er
AI
Alpha
taxis,
Alpha
well, our
11
co-pilot
Bravo Kilo Charlie,
taxis
Diamond X-ray Golf
our
Sierra.
aircraft for us. So while we do that, let me catch up on chat tonight. Thank you very much. Alrighty. So thank you again, everyone. Okay. So your AP is possessed. Yeah, a couple of times the AP tends to sometimes go a little bit weird. I've noticed a few times. Yeah, autopilot does not like active pause. Yeah, if you when you go to active pause, because active pause pauses the visual world but doesn't pause the actual simulation of the your systems keep being simulated, so they'll keep running and stuff like that. So it'll keep trying to trim the aircraft out, keep the throttle, and keep trying to push the throttle forward, even though the airspeed's decreasing. So yeah, that throws your autopilot out a little bit at times. That one does. Yay, Paul! We're closer than ever. Yay, almost there, Paul. That's so exciting. Yeah, I think you're right, Sparker. Is that you're right? Yeah, all those menus would have to be available in VR, which would be really interesting because I said there's a lot of there's quite a few of them really. I think I've got all of them open. Yeah, so this is all the ones you'd have to have available to you, or at the very least be able to have them on keybinds that you can access them on a regular basis. Yeah, ATC only being client-side again. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. It would happy late two places the runway at the same time, no problem. Yeah, I know, right. Mr. Skysphere, thank you very much for the follow. Great to have you on board. It's great to have you here. Nate Dog, welcome to the stream. You're just flying yourself. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Your VA doesn't do go-arounds, lands, means landed. Right. Okay. No worries, guys. Yes, Mr. Ed. There you go. Excellent. So Plan G are looking to support the new sim. That's good. I must admit, I feel kind of bad. I feel like I betrayed Plan G because I used to use Plan G for my flight planning forever, and then I got put onto one of my German friends put me onto using Little Nav Map, and I've not looked back. And Little Nav Map actually already supports unofficially supports Microsoft Flight Sim already. I've had it working with my system ever since the alpha, because the hooks apparently it uses for SimConnect are still valid, so it does what it does. So which is cool. Focused pilots are overrated or not? Yeah, good question. Unfocused pilots do not last long. Also, very, very true. Well, maybe that should be what we should do as well. And there will be a man with a clipboard waiting for me at the round. Maybe that should be an add-on that we could make, Ed. We could make an add-on that if you don't obey ATC instructions, that when you park, there's a little dude with a very grumpy expression on his face writing stuff down on a clipboard when you do it in game. That would be awesome. That would be so cool if we could get that to happen in the sim. That would be so cool. Triplication, hello! Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. We just finished a flight through around Athens. So visiting the Acropolis and a couple of others. And apparently Necro's going to play chicken with me at the moment. Which, by the way, folks, I really want to highlight that, actually, what just happened right there, because this is why I think the direction that Asobo's taken with the multiplayer is actually really, really good, because for those who are concerned, who have, say, if somebody crashes into me, it's going to break everything, whatever, it's actually like, well, no, they won't crash into you, they will pass straight through you. The sim will actually phase each of you out of existence, so you don't clash and you don't cause issues and stuff like that. So I think that's actually a really intelligent way that they've gone about doing that. I think that's really good, and I'm really impressed that they've actually done that, so I think that's good. No worries, Black Wolf. I hope you feel better. Sleep well, my friend, and get your importance of crew rest. Very important of crew rest. I really hope you do, Ed. I really do. I really do, dude. All right. Yeah, Aladdin, dude. Like, I'm. When we do our flights, I said I'm happy to keep doing these community flights. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to build a community. But the one thing that I really ask for, and I will always ask for, and this goes back to years. If you get to know anybody from the MS Flights community, Ed here in the chat here will always tell you this. That I am very welcoming. You choose whatever aircraft you want, but keep it within the theme of the flight. And the theme of our flights do not include airliners. I appreciate that you love your A320, but I would appreciate it. You are more than welcome to join us on our community flights here. Please choose an aircraft that is appropriate to what we fly. On these flights, that would be most appreciated. Thank you very much, Aladdin. And as I said, anybody, whenever I do this, well, for the vast majority of the streams that I'll do, crew, you are all more than welcome to join us. That's why I wanted to create and test that command here, that exclamation mark flight command, because I wanted us to give everybody so when we do these flights, I can actually put it there, so everybody, even if you're coming in a little bit late, you can actually jump in. Apparently my AI has decided to just park his ass on the taxiway. But yeah, using the exclamation flight command, you'll be able to jump in, have a look, and join us on the flight without having to, especially if I miss it during the text chat or whatever. So I really want to do that. There'll be a few flights like when we had the Orbix developer flight last night, and there'll be a few others here and there where we probably won't do that. But yeah, the vast majority of my flights, I really want you guys to feel that this is a community and a crew, and be part of that. And that's probably my only real rule that I have, is that look at the aircraft that I'll be flying as group lead, and then use something similar to that, or something that can keep up, as it were, something in the theme. So that'd be awesome. Awesome, no worries, Aladdin. Thanks very much, dude. That's awesome. So there's a few points of interest that seem to have gotten missed, as we saw, and we spoke with Orbix last night. So just for recapping for any of our viewers here, to any of our crew here tonight that may have missed our special stream last night with the crew, with Elise from Orbix. We talked about a couple of their new airports. We talked about Lowy, and we talked about Orcas Island. Both are really amazingly high detailed airports. We also talked about their London enhancement pack, their London landmark pack, and we talked about the issues that it has now, and we talked about that, and it was one of the great things that came out of that conversation was that Orbix are working. They've listened to our feedback as a community when we've given it positively, and they've actually gone, there are issues with it. They've taken on board, and they are working to resolve that. They also let us know as well that they were as much blindsided by the release version as some of us were who were releasing content for it as well, because what we had prior to that, the preview build we were told was representative of the release version. It wasn't. There was a lot of things that were different, so it was very interesting like that. Luke's saying honk honk. Munga's great to have you with your excellent. I hope to see you with your yoke when it comes on board, when you come on board next one. Sometimes I'm confused whether my co-pilot is going for a land speed record or whether she's going for whether she's like racing somewhere and then stopping. Also, that was cool seeing the twin turboprop taxi down there. That was awesome. That's so cool. Razor Long, welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. Great to have you here. Yeah, so there is there'll be they are working to resolve it and fix it, but it was also good for them to highlight that it wasn't just the half dozen landmarks that have been talked about There's over 400 landmarks that were included, or custom objects that were included in that landmark pack. So it's something that you know, it's that you know, there's a lot of work by Black Shark AI and a lot of work by the Asobo team on specific things, but every now and again there's a few things missing, which then is great that, you know, developers like Orbix or really at the end of the day any of us can with the SDK, we can step up and we can offer those packs as well. And I know that's yeah, none of that talk, please, Capri. None of that talk, please. None of that talk, please. But I can't say any more than I know that there will be a Sydney Harbour Bridge very soon. That's all I can say. Cause, I think Cause passed pretty well. I really enjoyed Cause. I didn't see an issue with it, especially compared to, even comparing it to its ESP one. Like we've got the rolling. We've got the rolling runway, the rolling taxiways, the stepped up of the hills of the taxiways. So I definitely find those. Okay, let me jump in here because I want to take back control from AI as we go into our final taxi here. I'll let the AI do the difficult part of like lining up for me. I was even got to do a terrible job of that. Okay, AI controls off. Alright, and parking brake is set to on. Alright, fuel cutoff is open and cut off left, cut off right, cut off left. Pitot heat is off, avionics master is set to off, and ends the flight. There we go. Awesome. That was fun. That was always fun. I always love these flights. I do love these flights, crew. I absolutely love doing all this stuff with you. Alright, engine master is set to off. Landing lights, position lights, strobe lights set to off. Alright, fuel pumps are set to off. Pitot heat is set to off. And electric master is set to off. And alternators are both set to off. And we are good. Excellent. There we go. Yeah, so it was great, sort of listening, sort of hearing that and talking about those. But so yeah, Cause I found really, really good. Just catching up on everybody been tweaking there. No worries, no worries, Nico. Thank you very much for joining us with those flights. We will do a group helicopter flight once they get downstairs. Says Cinnamon Tower, yeah, there's another one that needs to come in Sydney as well. Yeah, the X-Plane level one, but this one because and Orbix did discuss that because they went that because of how many changes have been made with the new sim, they couldn't do a port. It is a new airport for them. So that's a big change there. Capri, you have to put my flight sim for the beta 1050. You didn't like see infix later, so it's 12 gig 616, but yeah, that's what happens. Resom, why in settings you can't select real-time AI for aircraft or live traffic and flight conditions. Make sure it sounds silly, Resolom, but make sure that you've got your internet options turned on in your main options in general. Make sure the internet is turned on. You have to yes, no, yes, the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. For anyone who caught my live stream shared with the msflights.net community a couple of days ago, that was the canyon run that we did. We did that one. That was pretty awesome. So I think we might do that we might do that next week, crew. Once everybody's got the sim and is starting to get more used to it, we might do a crew challenge We might do that. I'll have to chat to my mods and a few other people about that. We might do that as a bit of a group challenge. We'll do a group flight out of that one. So that is in America, in Denver, in Colorado, where we'll go canyon running. And so I hope you all enjoy your VL3 and get familiar with that aircraft, because we're going to be in for quite a ride through those canyons. Oh, that worked! Yay, that worked! Awesome! I'm glad it could do. It's some of the textures might be, but as Dreadmitis, but the detail we saw that when we zipped around it yesterday, and check the VOD if you like, was definitely very, very impressive. I think for me, it definitely looked. It looks better than the FSX version. I can definitely tell you that much. Gunnison is always fun, Ed. Yeah, Ed is Mr. Skysphere is very well familiar. He's done that one as well. So there you go. That is cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, crew. This has been awesome. This has been a lot of fun. I said I love always catching up with you guys. This is always fun. Now, a few things that I want to catch up with everybody. I know that there is many of you here have been gifted subscriptions from very one and only from several members of this other community, and I'm eternally. I hope you are as grateful to them as I am. But for those of you who obviously, because I'm fairly new to this whole Twitch thing, so I was caught unawares by the generosity and the sheer awesomeness that is all of you in this community. So I wasn't prepared for channel for things like subscriptions. I wasn't prepared. However, I know one of the things that comes with when you subscribe to a channel, you get emotes. Emotes are coming! Emotes are coming! The artist has finished half of them. They have got a few more to go, and our channel subscription badges, our channel loyalty badges, they are going to be done. I am hopeful they will be done by next week. I'm hopeful for that. I've already seen a couple of them. I am so super excited to share them with you guys when they become available. So stick around for your subscriptions. Stay subscribed, and you will be getting those next few days. And I really, really hope you guys like them. A lot of them have been built off feedback from you guys and from various shenanigans that have happened here in the channel here. So they are coming. It's going to be awesome. I think I might have to set up some aliases, I think, Wookie, so people do like the fly one as well. But there you go, that is awesome. Alright guys, I think that might actually, so just to let you guys know as well, we will be streaming again same time tomorrow. We will stream same time tomorrow. Next week, however, we are reverting to regularly scheduled programming. So we'll be streaming on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So as I said, so we'll be streaming same time tomorrow. So 20:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 Zulu. We will be streaming then. And then we'll be offline until Tuesday. We're going Tuesday, and then we're going Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll see how that one goes for a while. So there you go. And Game for Decades, hello, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you on board. So yeah, as I said, I just want to say again a huge thank you to you guys. You guys rock. You're all awesome. Let's go back to my menu for this one. Finish this one course. There you go. Yeah, if anyone who's wanting to fly on, please continue flying on. It's always great to have you guys. Don't forget as well, if you want to connect with your fellow crew members here, that you can get together on our Discord. There are several voice channels there. You're more than welcome to share it out there. You never know, I might even sneak in with you guys every now and again. And Dreadmitis, now that you mention it, like, the more I think about it, the more I think that you are absolutely right. There needs to be some way that you can poke your friends list and say, hey, I'm online, do you want to go for a fly or something like that? You're absolutely right. The more I think about it, the more you are absolutely right. We do really, really need that. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, Necro's been flying all night, dude. It's awesome. Yeah, Necro, I think you're absolutely right. I think, yeah, there needs to be some way of at least being able to tap someone on the shoulder or something like that, and sort of, virtually tap them on the shoulder, of course. So, they can sort of know that, is there a, is there somewhere for them to be able to go forth and do that. So I think that's awesome. Xbox, yeah, I'm thinking that you're right. It might be somewhere there'll be something to do with the Xbox native system. I think is be how they'll do it with that one. I think Rotary Wing Dreams, awesome name. Love your Twitch name, and welcome to the crew. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you on board. Training for you tomorrow. Awesome. Socially distanced. Socially distanced. The phasing of aircraft actually ends up making us all socially distant anyway in this sim. So there you go. All right, guys. So that is going to wrap up our stream for tonight. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. And I have to say, I am super blessed that you guys continue to share your aviation experiences with me. It's awesome. As I said, there is more YouTube content coming. I will be spending... that's one of the reasons why I won't be streaming as much, because I'm going to get some more YouTube curated content out. And I will be... there's been some issues with the YouTube service. That's why we haven't had all of our replays get up onto YouTube yet. But they are slowly getting uploaded and hopefully be done soon. Alright guys, thank you very much for everyone. Thanks Trip, it's great to have you on. Guys, everybody stay safe. Now we're going to raid a very good friend of mine. She's not a flight simmer, but she is an amazing human. She's a League of Legends player. She's a Titan, so make sure you say hi to Thorny. We're gonna head over there. And Necro! I love you. Dude, you are awesome. Oh, you're crazy. And I love you. Make sure everybody say thank you to Necro. He is so awesome. Alright guys, thank you very much. Take care. Say hi to Thorny as we go and raid her. So be awesome, stay safe, be good humans, and we will see you all on the next stream. Bye for now.